Here are 5 tips to be your own wealth builder. Tip number 1, think about your endpoint. What do you want to accomplish? Are you trying to buy a home? Are you trying to build a savings account? Are you wanting to send your child off to college? How about having your dream business or building your retirement fund? How will you accomplish these goals? When do you want to accomplish it by? It's not too late to start, but you need to think about your end. Tip number 2, create a budget. Yes, we do not like to hear that word, budget. For some strange reason, it has a sort of stigma to it that sometimes it creeps us out, like we feel limited or restricted in what we can or cannot do. But that is super important to creating a budget in building your wealth. I personally find that budgeting is pertinent to investing. How else will you build your savings if you do not have a starting point, which begins with a good budget? And you must stay consistent. Create a plan, stick to it, be consistent. Always know that you can start small and cut back in certain ways or in certain points or in certain aspects. You do not have to stick to the same plan over and over again. Know that you can always adjust your budget plan. Tip number 3, pay yourself. Start small, then increase your payment over time. This requires a strict budgeting plan to make sure that you are consistently enforcing your budget and paying yourself. As you build your income, you can start increasing your payments based on your increase in income. Tip number 4, interview and research. To build your foundational knowledge, you need information or data that will help you to understand more about what you plan to invest in. Go back to thinking about your endpoint. How will you get to your endpoint if you really do not know more or great detail about it? By interviewing the experts, you get to continue gaining information to help you to better assess your risk in investment. Be sure that the expert is credible, knowledgeable, and has also grown their own successful portfolio. Super important. Too many times we put our confidence in people who talk a good talk, but they don't have anything credible to show for it. Tip number 5, invest. It's time to take that necessary step to make your goals multiply. Here's a bonus for you. Be sure to get returns on your investment. In my reading of The Richest Man in Babylon, I like this quote. A man's wealth is not in the coins he carries in his purse. It is in the income he buildeth. Others have done it, and so can you. So go get it. So again, the 5 tips to building your own wealth. 1, think about your endpoint. 2, create a budget. 3, pay yourself. 4, interview and research. 5, invest, invest, invest.